Hi, crafty friends. It's Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Banana. And guess what day of the week it is? It's Thursday Thrift Day, Thanksgiving edition. That's right. So I'm filming this Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. My favorite thrift store had free book day and 50% off everything in the thrift store. So I didn't get much. I just got books. And then there was one tote that had fabric in it. I could tell the fabric was from like the 70s because of it was mostly polyester. I did not keep very much of it, but what I did keep, I'm going to show you. So here is the first print I thought was worth keeping and really pretty. And not sure how I will use this yet, but I know I will find a way to use it. It's really pretty. I could see using it with like some summer ocean, beach, seashell type journals, mermaid journals, something like that. And then this is a piece of polyester I kept just because I love the print so much. And it's that really thick, heavy duty polyester like from the 70s. I can remember having dresses made out of this stuff, pants made out of this stuff. So I will find a way to incorporate that into something. Kind of excited about that. The reason that I was tempted to buy any material, because I don't really need any, was this print right here. So this is kind of like a micro, I thought maybe a corduroy, but it's not. It's a synthetic. It's not cotton, but it's not, I'm not sure what it's made out of. And I don't see anything on the material to give me any hints. This was all that was in there, but I got a huge Rubbermaid tote for, it was $4, and then I got half off of that. And like I said, I didn't keep much out of it because most of the polyesters were solids and didn't interest me. I don't see where this has any writing on it anywhere to give me any clue about what it is, but how cool is this material? I can see using it for some spines of journals. I am just totally in love with it. And that's what made me decide to go ahead and get the tote at $2 because I thought it would be worth it. Even though it's not a huge print piece of the material, there's some other material in there that I kept as well. I showed you some of it. Let me get ready to show you some more. So I feel like I got the worth out of it. I feel like it was worth what I paid for it. So they had just some white muslin, which I can use for my quilted ties for my journals. So this will definitely get used. And then they had this. This is not cheesecloth, but it looks like cheesecloth. It's got a pattern on it, but I'm thinking I can use it like cheesecloth maybe, because I'm hoping it'll tear pretty easily. And if not, I know I can cut it and stretch it and make it look that way. So I thought that was kind of a neat find as well to put in my stash. And I can't wait to experiment with like coffee dyeing and tea dyeing that. Okay, on to the fun part, the books. So I'm going to show you the less exciting books first and then get to the ones I'm really excited about. So this book here is Digital Electronics. I think I'll be able to use this in a series I have planned later this year. Some of the pages is what I'm talking about. And I love the cover. Obviously, I wouldn't make it into a digital electronic book, but I can use this cover for any number of types of journals. I'm trying to see what year the book is because I didn't really have time to look. When they have their free days, people just are going nuts. Okay. So it says that it is copyright 1928, but as you can see, this is in excellent condition, and it has these really cool schematics in it that I think I'll be able to use for like a science type series. Okay, and let me pull out a couple others. I don't want to show you the ones I'm really excited about to the end. So we'll do these, and then we'll do the ones I'm really excited about. And keep in mind, I got all these for free. So I picked this up. I thought this will be perfect for when I do my 1920 journals. I just thought these looked very Art Deco. It would make really nice signature pages. They are really cute images. I will see what the name of this is. It's called Art Nouveau, Animal Designs and Patterns. Let's see what year this was printed. 1992. But these could also be used in some animal journals, but I don't know, they just kind of scream 1920s to me, and that's how I plan on using them, is in my 1920 journals. Just gorgeous. Love the images in that. All right. I'm not showing you everything I found there. I found a huge ledger, and we've all seen ledgers. So I'm not showing that. And then I also found a United States government, it's a type of log. It's kind of like a ledger as well, but it has a lot more writing in it, and it's really neat. So these are the Highlight magazine for the different seasons and holiday craft ideas. I already have a set of these, but whenever I see them, I pick them up just because of the year they were published. The paper's completely matte. It goes really well in different seasonal journals, holiday journals, that sort of thing. So I will always pick these up when I see them. And this was published in 1973. And then I have this one. So this was Creative Craft Activities, and the ones I just showed you was more Creative Crafts and Activities. These are a really good pickup if you find them, especially when they're free. All right, so I'm gonna move my books over. Let me show you this one, and then I'll move my stack over. Let me get these out of the way so we'll have the whole table. So I really love Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I would like to consider doing a series in the future, but it would have to be only if I could find some really cool books. I'm not just willing to do any book. I'm going to have to really love the book. That so this is 1975, and it's a mystery. It's a mystery Charlie Brown. So this is a really cool title on a lot of different levels. I think the images on this one's really neat. It would be fun to make a journal out of this, and I'm just going to start slowly collecting some Peanuts and Charlie Brown, Snoopy type things, and we'll see. If I get enough really neat vintage items, I'll do a series. If not, that's okay. They'll just sit, and they'll either someday get destashed, or I will find what I need that makes me pull the trigger and decide to do a journal series. But look at Snoopy. He's so cute. As a little detective. This is the Snoopy and Charlie Brown I remember as a kid. The newer books I'm just not as excited about. But yeah, I really like this one. If I could find a few more books, this style, I would consider doing a series. All right, so these are the ones I am completely over the moon about. I found the Sweet Pickles Get to Know the World Dictionary, and it's the entire series. This will be a journal series in the future on my channel. I don't know how many of you are from a time period when these were popular and remember these books, but I remember them from when I was a kid, and I think it would be so much fun to do a series on these. The images are amazing. They remind me a little bit of I don't know what to compare them to. I'm trying to see what year they were made. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So these are copyright 1983. And they're Time Life books. I was trying to see the illustrator. Richard Hefter is the illustrator. But I really like these. So we've got A and B. But how fun will these be as journals? I just think these are going to be really fun. And then what would be really cool if the person that ends up purchasing the journal, like their name starts with C or something like that. It doesn't have to be that way, but I think it'd be neat if it was. So we've got D and E. There is also a series of books by this illustrator and the Sweet Pickle book series. That would be fun to find those too. But I really like the art. Just a whole lot of fun. Let's see. I may be missing F. I don't see F, so I may not have all the books, but I do have quite a few of them. Like I said, I didn't get to look through them while I was there. I just had to grab them and go because it was so cram-packed in the book section. There was no way I was going to have time to look through, and so I just kind of look for like the signs, like the flat matte, and then the colors that kind of indicate to me it's an older book. So what do you guys think? Do you think this will make a neat journal series? I'm excited to do these. I think these will be fun. So I'll do them sometime this coming 2026 year. This one looks like it's never even been cracked open. Let's see something. We've got N and we had B. I could do one of these for each of my grandkids. Piper, Nova, and Brody. I might have 3 of these be for my grandkids. Those are neat. And then here is the last one, M. They're in great shape. If you go on eBay and on Etsy, they don't sell for a whole lot. You can get partial sets like this for anywhere from $10 to $20. But I will say I didn't see them. They didn't look like they were in as good a condition as the ones I found. So, but if you think you want to put this on your BOLO list and start looking for them, I do know they have them on eBay and Etsy because I looked. All right, so this was my big score today. It's a Richard Scarry Fun with Words book. I will be hanging on to this one. It's in good shape. I doubt that I will make a journal out of it. I'm just going to keep it intact for a while and have it on the bookshelf. This is 1971 copyright, originally published in 1963. But as we all know, everybody loves Richard Scarry. The images are awesome. I just love it. I mean, it's in really good shape. I didn't see any coloring, any writing. So excited about this. I hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving and getting to spend time with friends and family. And I want to thank you if you took time out of your day to watch my video. Thank you so much. Or if you catch it later in the week, that would be awesome. If you would give it a like and comment, I would really appreciate that. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of the books I got for free. Also, let me know how's your Thanksgiving went. I just want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. And don't forget to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.